Is Canelo Alvarez versus Artur Beterbiev the next fight to make for both fighters? I feel like that Bivol fight with Artur Beterbiev was very close, and I think that either way, I could see a case for both guys because, like, obviously, like the public thought, I also thought that Bivol won. I thought he won in convincing fashion, but it was still like a pretty competitive fight. Even though, I thought Bivol convincingly won, I can't necessarily call it a robbery because for me it was a competitive fight. I didn't see Bivol, step on the gas and really make a statement. But looking back at it, it was a really close fight, and it could have really, it depends what you're watching. It really does depend what you're watching, because if you look at Bivol, you look at how busy he was, how much faster he was. That's what I was looking at. Maybe Beterbiev had moments when he was throwing these combinations, but both fighters kind of fought in spurts. They pick moments, and that's how boxing is sometimes. Sometimes it's one-sided, and sometimes guys fight in spurts, and it makes rounds difficult to judge. But, just based off the eye test, I thought Bivol won the fight. And then, hearing a lot of people talk about how it was a close fight, I also believed it was a pretty competitive fight. I still thought that, Bivol edged it out convincingly. But, to move on from this fight, everybody's talking about the rematch and how it has to, happen right away. Both fighters are willing to make the rematch happen right away. I would say, why not have Beterbiev, as, he's 40 years old. Why not fight Canelo Alvarez? Canelo could avenge that loss to Bivol by beating Beterbiev, because, indirectly Beterbiev beating Bivol, that would be a victory for Canelo Alvarez, right? So why not make that Canelo and Beterbiev fight? I think that's a very interesting fight. I think I might pick Canelo in that fight, to be honest, because Canelo has a lot of IQ. Beterbiev's good, but he's also aging, and he doesn't move as much as I thought he would, at least against better opposition. It's interesting to see Bivol take his first loss, and no excuses whatsoever. There was a lot of drama with his wife, or ex-wife, just reacting and being happy for Beterbiev, even though a lot of people thought that Bivol won. I thought that Bivol won. I wouldn't mind seeing the rematch. It wasn't the most exciting fight I've ever seen. I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was underwhelmed. I definitely was underwhelmed with the fight that we got between Bivol and Beterbiev. But at the end of the day, this is the sport of boxing. Sometimes you get bangers, and then sometimes you get a little bit of tag. Neither fighter, if you look at the fight between Bivol and Beterbiev, neither fighter early on really wanted to make a mistake. So you have to draw the line between, okay, we're playing chess, neither guy wants to make a mistake, and then if you do that for too long, you find yourself behind on the scorecards, and then you're playing catch up and you look desperate. So that's what I saw happen to Beterbiev. I thought that he had moments. They both had good moments. There's no doubt about that. They both had good moments. It wasn't the most exciting fight in the world, but both guys fought in spurts. They fought in waves, and maybe did enough to steal rounds from each other. But that's what makes it a somewhat competitive fight, compared to, everybody saying, like me, I even said, Bivol won convincingly, in my opinion. But I also remember that I might have been watching, Bivol be a little bit more, controlling. He boxed a little bit more, and Beterbiev looked like the guy chasing him. I thought Bivol won that fight. I didn't think just because you're chasing the guy, just because you're the aggressor, that you win the fight and you're winning rounds. Boxing criteria is judged based upon effective aggression, not just the guy coming forward. If you're just the guy coming forward, then you're just hunting. If a guy's moving, changing the angles, and tagging you with counter shots, timing you, that should be given, a reward for that. So I feel like it's just difficult. It's just a difficult time to judge the sport of boxing, because everybody's so they go into a fight expecting something. Even if you don't believe it, every person watching the sport of boxing goes, no matter how little or how much you watch boxing, you go into a fight expecting to see something. And when you don't see it, it changes how you're going to score a round. That's just how it is. That's human nature, right? So unless a knockdown or someone gets hurt, it can be very difficult to judge these kinds of fights. So what I'm trying to say is, with Bivol, you might have said that, okay, Bivol was on the back foot, he was moving a lot more than Beterbiev was the aggressor. Like I said before, it's not always about the aggressor. It's about effective aggression and ring generalship, and I thought Bivol controlled the pace more, and that's why I thought Bivol ultimately won the fight in my opinion. But still a competitive fight. Both fighters fought in waves, so maybe did enough to steal rounds from each other. I just think that it warrants a rematch, and even though it wasn't the most exciting fight, it was still a competitive fight, a good fight to watch. Two strong names at 175, and I think if we get the better Biev fight between, you know, him and Canelo, I think that's an exciting fight as well. I think there's high potential for a knockout. The fact that Bivol went the distance with him didn't, you know, surprise me, because, you know, Bivol has power, but better Biev at the same time, you know, he was going to have a difficult time with the hand speed of Bivol, which, you know, did happen. The range of Bivol, the awkward style of Bivol. Better Biev having his own awkward style, but at the same time, the speed of Bivol seemed to play a big factor. Another big reason why I thought Bivol edged it out was the faster fighter, the more accurate, precise, and you know, honestly dictated the pace in my opinion. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought about that fight, and if you guys would like to see Canelo versus Better Biev if we don't get the Better Biev versus Bivol rematch. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next Nabs boxing video. Peace.
That's going to do it for another Nabs Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.